Monstrosity in Frankenstein by Dina Aninayar. For centuries, society has associated monstrosity with physical abnormalities. Terms such as hideous, grotesque, and blood-curdling only begin to paint the picture of the archetypal monster. Among all monsters, real or fictitious, the creature from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is considered the epitome of monstrosity. In the words of Victor Frankenstein, the creature is an
abhorred monster, fiend that thou art, wretched devil.
However, closer examination of the novel reveals that the creature is not a monster at heart. Born with an innate goodness, it commits heinous crimes throughout the novel due to the shabby treatment it receives at the hands of Victor, its creator, as well as society in general. In the novel, it is not the hideous creature, but rather the dashing Victor who's the real monster. Why, one may be wondering? Well, Victor commits unethical acts while creating the creature, then cruelly neglects his own creation, and further endangers the lives of others to protect his own reputation. Let me begin by addressing my first point. Victor carries out unscrupulous acts while creating the creature. For instance, Victor has defiled and debased the bodies of the dead.
I collected bones from charnel houses and disturbed, with profane fingers, the tremendous secrets of the human frame.
Only a disturbed and callous being would be ruthless enough to commit such an atrocious act. Further, Victor gruesomely tortures animals and conducts unethical tests while experimenting with the reanimation of the dead.
Who shall conceive the horrors of my secret toil as I torture the living animal to animate the lifeless clay?
Victor understands that should his methods become known, the public would be repulsed by the nature of his experiments. Victor not only commits these inhumane acts, but also recognizes the immorality of his sins. His cold-blooded indifference towards the pain and suffering of others is evident. He is irrefutably a fiend. In addition, Victor heartlessly neglects his own creation. Even when the creature first comes alive, Victor runs away from it in disgust, leaving it to fend for itself.
His jaws opened, and he muttered some inarticulate words, while a grin wrinkled his cheeks. He might have spoken, but I did not hear. One hand was rushed out, seemingly to detain me, but I escaped and rushed downstairs.
Heartlessly, Victor shows no emotional attachment to the being to which he has given life. Moreover, when the two meet again a few years later, Victor agrees to make the creature a female mate. However, halfway through his creation of the female, he heartlessly destroys it.
I fought with a sensation of madness on my promise of creating another like him, and trembling with passion, tore to pieces the thing on which I was engaged. The wretch saw me destroy the creature on whose future existence he depended for happiness, and with a howl of devilish despair and revenge, withdrew.
Victor does not care about the creature's happiness and well-being. Clearly, Victor's rejection of and disgust towards the creature to which he has given life is inhumane, sinful, and characteristic of a real monster. As well, Victor risks the lives of many individuals in order to protect his own reputation. For example, Justine Moritz is wrongfully executed for the murder of William. Victor knows that the creature murdered his brother, but does not come forward with this information. As a result,
William and Justine become the first hapless victims to my unhallowed arts.
What does this quote mean? Well, due to Victor's selfish desire to preserve his good reputation, he callously stands by and allows Justine to perish on the scaffold for a crime that she didn't commit. Further, even though Victor is aware that the creature is murderous and dangerous, he does not initially attempt to find and destroy the creature or alert the authorities of its existence, as he believes that
This astounding horror would be looked upon as madness by the vulgar.
Victor unfeelingly stands by as his creation destroys the lives of his fellow human beings simply to preserve his honor. Of the two main characters in the novel, it is clear that Victor Frankenstein is the real monster. He not only carries out unspeakable acts while creating the creature, but continues to degrade and neglect the creature even after it is brought to life. Further, he risked the lives of innocent individuals simply to avoid tarnishing his reputation. The creature, on the other hand, is innately kind-hearted and virtuous. It is is only after being neglected and abused by the real monster, Victor Frankenstein, that the creature becomes wicked and dangerous. In the words of Percy Shelley, treat a person ill and he will become wicked. Prima facie, the creature appears to be the stereotypical monster. However, on further analysis, it is clear that the seemingly ordinary Victor Frankenstein is in fact the true fiend. Despite his fair skin and refined look, Victor possesses a heart of stone. Clearly, one's image does not reflect one's character. One should not judge a book by its cover.